All right, good morning. So I'm Martin Fischer, Director of CIFE. Welcome to the annual CIFE Summer Program. It's a conference we have been running since 1988, I'm pretty sure, since we started CIFE, sometime in the summer. And as you know, CIFE is a community that together between us academics and our industry partners from the owner, client, operator, engineering, construction, consulting, tech side, has the ambition to invent the future of how we make and use and operate our built environment. That's what I feel we have been doing since the beginning, and of course there is still more to do as demographics, requirements, needs, materials and technologies and many other things change. And as part of that, inventing the future, we have coined the term VDC, Virtual Design and Construction, which is the focus of today. So VDC really comes from our early work in 3D and 4D modeling in the 90s, and 5D or whatever term you like. And we saw really very early, thanks to the collaboration we're able to have with our industry partners like Strategic Project Solutions, DPR, Mortensen, Hathaway Dinwiddie, Parsons Brinckerhoff, to just name a few at the time, few pioneers at the time. We saw really the power of digitally supported collaboration to create much better experiences for the project team, much more rewarding experiences for the project team, and better results of the project for the client and society. So we get together with our members, as many of you also know, once a year to talk about a strategy, what should we focus on. And in 2007, at this annual advisory board meeting, the sort of out of the blue, kind of, well, not totally out of the blue, but the members basically said, well, one thing we really could use help with is in educating our leaders, our project leaders, in how to work not only with creating physical construction in the design, construction, and handover phases, but in leveraging digital methods. Because we have made a lot of investments in BIM and related technologies, and we're getting benefits from it, but we are not getting really the level of benefits that we expected or see we could get. And I think the bottleneck is that, our project leaders didn't grow up managing projects like this, and they don't have time to learn. We can't send them away for 3 months to some school. Could you come up with an education program that does that? And so, as with everything, we sat down with an industry partner. As everything we do with an industry partner. That was Strategic Project Solutions, Todd Sabell's company that many of you know, from San Francisco. And we came up with a 2-week program, plus then some hands-on parts and feedback. And then industry guys said, well, you guys are crazy, you know. This has to be 2 days. And then we said, no, you guys are crazy. You are expecting a significant change here, right? You told us this is of strategic importance. So you can't expect that can happen in 2 days. So anyway, we settled on a program that has, I think, I would say, well, at least in the community here, worked well, which was a 1-week learning of the basics of the language, the concepts, connected with practice, of course, and then implementation, use in practice with feedback and a few check-ins. So this has been quite a different type of certificate program because you actually have to do something. It's not just listening and then you answer some questions and then you get some kind of certificate, but you actually have to do something. But which has also been more work, but also much more fun for us on the academic side. And from 2000, so we started this in 2008 till 2019. We ran it through CIFE, and we were able to certify about 1,000 professionals on every continent in every world. Then became a little bit, the demand became a little bit too high around the world. I spent a lot of time on airplanes. And so thanks to the leadership of people like Gunnar Shea, Elif, who is also here from NTNU, Rora Fosse, and a few others from Norway, we came up with this idea of what we call a large-scale VDC program, where some of the 1,000 certified VDC professionals became basically guides, mentors, teachers for the newbies. And so this allowed us to scale the education, and that's now offered through the Stanford Center for Professional Development. We have been able to certify also close to about 1,000 people in the last 4 years in 3 programs each in Peru, together with Norwegian University of Science and Technology, Switzerland, together with the University of Applied Sciences of Northwestern Switzerland. Peter is here as well, and you will hear from him as well. And the University of Lima, Alexandre is here as well in Peru. And so this day came about from us getting together within these programs last year, and I felt there was a lot of good examples of projects from around the world, practices shared, that I felt we should show to a wider audience, hence the idea to make this day part of the annual CIFE summer program. So we'll see at the end how we like it, but every once in a while we have to try something new too, right? And so that's what brought us here. Brief history of our experience with VDC. We coined the term in 2001 or 2002, mostly to highlight that the main periods of engagement are in design and construction, when we really shape the success of a project, of a building or infrastructure system. Of course, there is a role in operation as well. But most of the people we were working with engage in that phase. And we wanted to keep the term simple and familiar to some extent, hence design and construction, but also indicate there was something new, which is the virtual, which really allows you, as you know, to reorganize your organization, your project organization, quite significantly, to get inputs and insights at times that were difficult to have in the more sequential way of doing projects. So, as you listen to the examples of today, see how they use technology, how they leverage the knowledge of the different disciplines, how they reorganize, orchestrate their workflows, how they define the project objectives and the objectives of the client once they use the facilities. And then let's have a conversation on that. Let's see how similar or different the examples are. We will have examples, and I'm probably forget some countries, from Peru, from Brazil, from Norway, from Switzerland, and then also from, I think, US and parts of Asia, I believe. And as I said, there may be even other countries. The audience is also very international, as you may have already seen, with people from quite many countries, which is always something that is fun. So with that, I think we should launch into the first session. So Carlos? Yeah. Okay, so the first session focuses on the application of VDC to industrial and infrastructure projects, mostly. There might be a few other examples in there. And the first speaker is Carlos Delgado from Peru, followed by Stefania Correa from Brazil, and then, as you see in the program, Gunnar Dørheim and Tora Chansvold, sorry. My Norwegian is still not so good, from Norway. We will have the presentations and then not really take questions, because at the end of all the presentations, hopefully there is time to gather all the speakers and have a short discussion with the panel.